So it's day 8 of our redesign our boudoir business in 30 days, as it were. And today we're talking about introducing a price floor. So remember, this is about redesigning our boudoir business, not starting a business off from the beginning. This is about kind of the business is going, but you know, to need to change things to make it work really well for you and things really. So one of the key things, if you're feeling that constantly you're defending your prices, it's because you haven't set a price floor, a minimum level that you're going to charge, and you're actually willing to actually kind of take from a client and things. And you know, today 8, as it were, we've got to change things. Okay, so we're going to stop the bargain hunter cycling. We're going to move from available to everybody to exclusive to the right ones. Now, I know it sounds very easy for me to say, but really what I'm looking for is the 80% of the people who will spend. 20% of clients will not spend very well, if at all. It's the 80% though that we're really looking to really maximize our business. Those are the ones we're concentrating on. And so many photographer businesses, they try and concentrate on the people who aren't spending money, and they start devaluing it. It starts to fall down all the time. So out of the 80% of clients who are going to spend money with us, out of that 80%, 20% are going to be the really big high spenders with it. But really what we're looking for is that main chunk of people there who are going to really make our business work and kind of make it feel, oh my God, this is really worthwhile doing. So it's time to set in some way a minimal spend, and that includes in the sales room. So as far as marketing is concerned, we can filter the price, or price filter if you want, more effectively than words. You can say luxury all day, but a starting price proves it. So collection starting from, wall art starting from, print boxes starting from, sessions from, if that's what you call them. You know, really what we're trying to do is actually, we need to use the word luxury and legacy and signature and all those kind of things that we discussed. But as far as the collections are concerned, we need to start to kind of go a little bit more a la carte pricing instead of making it feel like it's cheap enough for everybody. If we do our job right in the session, remember, clients will be spending a lot of money with us as long as we've got a price list that will allow them to spend. And so many photographers that I see have negated the price list so low because they're worrying about that bottom 20% of clients. So remember that the more we price ourselves, the better clients we get, and hence the work becomes a lot more braver, a lot more creative, a lot more daring as well with the things really. So when a client invests heavily, they trust you more. That trust is the fuel for your best art. And this is what I want you to concentrate on as well. Remember, is being the best photographer you can be and not just going through the motions. I see so many businesses just go through the motions, and you've got to avoid from doing that, because then you're the same as everybody else, and then they start to compare on price. So remember, as far as the inspiration element is concerned, calm, the fluency that we kind of shoot with comes from clarity. When we know what we're doing, we're calm in doing what we kind of do every day, but then we can excite ourselves and excite the clients by kind of going to the next level. And once you kind of start to understand that that level has a knowing your floor price as well, you remove that price anxiety. And when you remove the price anxiety from your consultations, it really will change the way that the client thinks of you, and you think of the client as well with it and things. So think about the situations where you've compromised your boundaries just before you get the booking. You've discussed the price. You've revealed it all in other words. And basically, they've got nothing to really compare except some pretty words and some nice websites and so on. They're really not going to be able to compare the experience until they've actually had the experience with you. Never forget that. And what we've got to do is that we need to know that once they get to us, they are going to have an amazing experience. But in fact, if we've compromised the booking beforehand because we haven't said the right things, we haven't said the right words, or we've overpriced ourselves right from the beginning, then of course it's a contradiction. We need to use the right wording and prices from, because that is going to set that floor, as I was on about to you. So explore why a price floor actually protects your best clients, because it ensures that you have the resources to give them your absolute best quality of product, best quality of you, your best time, instead of kind of just going on the volume front. So your task for today is basically decide where your minimum boudoir spend is going to be, and what is that boudoir minimum spend right now. Then add one subtle line to your website or inquiry: collections begin at X amount, or clients typically invest Y pounds. Ask yourself, am I afraid of losing the wrong clients, or am I afraid of finally being seen as the authority? That's absolutely key. So remember, that's what we're doing in day 8, is we're trying to say to the client, look, we're not as cheap. We're not here to actually just give you an experience like a day out or a few hours out and you're not really going to spend much money. We're here because collections are going to start from this amount of money.